Another update as far as the BSF statement is now out on the detection of the terror tunnel that has now been done in Samba with the BSF. Now issuing a statement, and the information on the same is being released, where a 2-foot tunnel opening freshly dug out and is suspected to be around 150 meters long, originating from Pakistan. Not only this, but the 5th tunnel that has now been detected in the last 1.5 years. Pradeep is joining us live on this information. Pradeep, the BSF issuing a formal statement on the same and also stating many of those recoveries that has now been made from this terror tunnel.
Yes, in fact, it's a big success for the border security force that they had been able to foil sinister plot of Pakistan. This is the same tunnel that is being used by Jihadi suicide bombers who a few days back on April 22nd tried to carry out attack on Sunjwa army headquarters, but they did not succeed in their nefarious mission, and finally both of them were killed. It was only after that that 4 of the Jihad associates were arrested by Jammu and Kashmir police, and during questioning they revealed that these terrorists had infiltrated from Samba sector and they were picked up from the Sapawal area on Jammu Pathankot National Highway. Finally, they were taken to Sunjwa, where they had planned to carry out attack so that they can scuttle Prime Minister's visit. And following those inputs, BSF had started anti-tunneling drive here in this area, and they had been scanning each and every inch of international border. Finally, after 2 weeks, they had been able to detect this terror tunnel. This is the 11th terror tunnel being detected since 2012, and 5th being detected during the 1.5 months. This is 150-meter long. Alignment of the tunnel leads towards Pakistan's Fayaz post. That clearly indicates that there is a connivance of Pakistani Rangers and Pakistan Army. If you look at the tunnel, the make of the tunnel, the way it has been constructed, clearly indicates that how Pakistan Army has helped terrorists construct this tunnel so that they can push them into this side of the border. Why this detection of tunnel is very important? Because Amarnath pilgrimage is around the corner, and we have already seen Pakistan is making repeated efforts to target
I believe that you also sent us a ground report on the same when the tunnel that has been discovered by our security forces and how the entire plot has now been unearthed. Let's take a look at this report.
You must be thinking what I'm doing inside this hole. This is not a hole, but this is a terror tunnel that has been dug by Pakistan Army engineers so that they can push in terrorists into this side of the border. This is the 11th terror tunnel that has been detected so far since 2012 by border security force personnel. In fact, for the last few days, anti-tunneling drive was started by them. They were trying to detect and destroy web of tunnels that has been dug by Pakistan for the last several months in this area. This is a fresh tunnel that has been dug from their side. Let me show you how they use this tunnel. See, like rat, they sneak inside this tunnel. They go down. They finally try to come out from the other side like rats. So they are using these tunnels like rats, like burrows. They come out. They try to spill blood. Now let me tell you 2 things. The 2 important things which I'm going to show you. On one hand, you must have seen recently Prime Minister Narendra Modi was here in Palli. He inaugurated Kazigund Banihal tunnel, 8.5 kilometer all-weather tunnel that was to connect Kashmir with the rest of the world throughout year. On the other side, that I call the tunnel of development. Now you look at this tunnel. This is the terror tunnel that is being dug by Pakistan side to spill blood of Kashmiris. Now you can yourself understand who can be your well-wishers. The similar tunnels we have seen being dug by Hamas in Israel. When they try to sneak into the Israel side, they try to target them. Similar tunnels are also dug by Hezbollah in Lebanon area. And now the Pakistan is using a similar kind of a technology. On one hand, they are facing so many economic crises. Already their economy is in tatters. But they have enough time and enough money for terror-related activity. Let me show you again how they really go inside. Like, for example, the terrorist will be sitting like this. He will be crawling like a rodent, just going inside this tunnel. And on the other side, there is an opening. That is, if you look at the alignment of this tunnel, this opens close to Fayaz post of Pakistani Rangers. That means it is with the connivance of Pakistan Army and Pakistan Rangers that they had been able to dig this tunnel. This is not first time when they had been able to do so. This is just 50 meters away from fence, 150 meters away from international border, 900 meters away from Pakistan's Fayaz post. And Pakistan Fayaz post has been acting as lodge pads, where at any given point of time, 2 to 3 terrorists are waiting. Few days back, on 22nd of April, there was an encounter in which 2 Jaish-e-Mohammed suicide bombers were killed by security force personnel. It is believed that these two Jaish-e-Mohammed suicide bombers, they had also sneaked from this side. They moved towards Sapawal area where truckers lifted them, brought them to Sujwa area where they wanted to carry out terror attack. Idea was basically they wanted to scuttle Prime Minister's program. Reason being, Pakistan cannot see three things. One, they cannot see development. Second, they cannot see the dialogue between the Prime Minister and also the dialogue between the people of the country. And the third thing, they cannot see that more and more development work and projects taking place and the importance of democracy in this region. So the three-dimensional approach of the Prime Minister is something that is not palatable to Pakistan. That's one of the reasons that they keep on targeting this area. Now, I think this is for the Pak sympathizers and apologists to understand. The politicians often keep on saying that there should be a dialogue with Pakistan. Now, they should also understand. On one hand, Prime Minister is coming, he's inaugurating tunnel that is going to connect Kashmir, that's going to help people of Kashmir Valley. On the other hand, the people they want to talk with, they're constructing such terror tunnel so that they can spill blood of Kashmiris.